There comes a moment in every person's life when they look around and realize they are surrounded by results they once accepted, the job they tolerate, the habits they repeat, the thoughts they entertain. And deep down, something whispers, "This can't be all there is." That whisper, that quiet inner voice, is the sound of your potential demanding attention. It is the same whisper that spoke to Edison when he was covered in failure, to Ford when people laughed at the idea of a horseless carriage, to Carnegie when he was a poor immigrant in a steel mill. It is the voice that says, "Think higher, believe deeper, expect more." But here's the truth most never understand. Wealth doesn't begin in the bank, it begins in the mind. A millionaire is not built by money, but by mentality. Before the world will trust you with abundance, you must first prove that you can think abundantly. You can hand a man a fortune, and he'll lose it in a year if his mind is poor. But give a man a millionaire mindset, and he'll rebuild wealth from nothing. Because wealth is not a number, it's a nature. It's not what you have, it's who you are when everything else is gone. To think like a millionaire before you become one is to live in a state of unshakable belief, even when your outer reality has yet to catch up. It's to understand that the unseen world, the thoughts you nurture, the images you hold, the certainty you build, shapes every outcome in the seen world. Every invention, every skyscraper, every empire began as a single thought that refused to die. So ask yourself, what are you thinking most of the time? Are your thoughts making deposits toward your destiny or withdrawals from it? Every belief you entertain is building your future or burying it. The millionaire mindset begins with this: I am the cause, not the effect. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of it. The world is not happening to you. It is responding to you. Your thoughts, your standards, your expectations. They broadcast to the universe exactly what you are willing to receive. Look at every self-made millionaire in history. They started where you are, broke, uncertain, surrounded by doubt. But they had one priceless asset, a mind trained to see opportunity where others saw failure. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." And he meant it. The mind that expects defeat attracts it. The mind that expects victory creates it. You must train your mind to see differently. Where others see risk, you must see possibility. Where others see loss, you must see the lesson. The average person thinks survival. The millionaire thinks expansion. The average person asks, what if it doesn't work? The millionaire asks, what if it does? You cannot think scarcity and live abundance. You cannot fear loss and attract gain. The mind must be disciplined to reject every limiting thought the way a body rejects poison. Most people guard their money more than their mindset, and that's why they never have either. Guard your mind like a fortress. Do not let the opinions of the weak pollute your vision. Do not let yesterday's failure become tomorrow's identity. Every day you wake up, you are given the power to think anew, to rebuild the image you hold of yourself. Every millionaire you admire once lived a life that didn't look like much, but they saw something in themselves long before the world did. They lived in two worlds, the visible one that others could see, and the invisible one that only they believed in. That invisible world is where success is first born. The seed must grow underground before it ever reaches sunlight. So when you feel unseen, understand you are still growing. Your mind is the soil. Your thoughts are the seeds. Your actions are the water. Your faith is the sunlight. What you plant, nurture, and refuse to give up on will one day emerge as the life you dreamed of. But you must think like the person you want to become before you are that person. Act, speak, and decide as if you are already living that reality. This is not pretending. This is becoming. Because your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. Feed it visions of greatness, and it will begin to organize your actions to match it. When you say, "I am wealthy," not as a wish but as a certainty, your mind begins to search for proof. When you visualize success every morning, you train your brain to filter reality through that lens. Slowly, the opportunities you once overlooked become visible. The people you need start appearing. The ideas start connecting. That is the silent magic of a millionaire's mind. It commands the unseen forces of focus, faith, and persistence. It refuses to accept temporary defeat as permanent failure. It knows that success is never a stroke of luck. It's a decision repeated daily. To think like a millionaire is to believe in delayed gratification. To understand that the prize doesn't come to those who wish, but to those who work with purpose. It's not about speed. It's about direction. You can run fast in circles and never get anywhere, but one step forward in clarity can change your destiny forever. The journey from average to abundance begins not with money, but with mastery. The mastery of your own thoughts,